For Britain's first medal? Is
that? I would have to check.
Is that a World Cup when Britain's just got one bronze medal so far? I mean, you know, they're going to get more, you'd think, men's 8 will medal.
It's a turn up for the books if it's the case, isn't it?
But
I think you're probably right.
Without their performance director, David Tanner, Sir David Tanner, who's with them no longer, we got Brendan Purcell, the Australian, who's gone into role, and
yep.
It's not the most encouraging of starts yet, is it?
It certainly doesn't look that way at the moment, does it?
The British team, unless...
I mean, we've got good odds
men's
for Great
quad
Britain.
might win.
Yeah, next up is the men's quad.
Men's double, they got a medal, didn't they? So that's the second medal for the British.
Yeah.
So 2 medals, a silver and a bronze for the British. And this might be the first gold for the British rowing team.
Lane 3. So we've got Russian Federation in lane 1, Germany in lane 2, it's Great Britain in lane 3. Next up, the Netherlands are in lane 4. There they are. Alongside them in lane 5, we've got Poland. That's the Polish crew there. And then Norway, there'll certainly be one name you'll recognise. Sitting at stroke in the Norwegian men's quad, Olaf Tufte. There he is, the man himself. Something of the pinnacle of Norwegian sculling, Olaf Tufte. Now in the men's quad to see if he can find that same magic for crew boats. Again, you see that great shot at the beaches here. The water's beautifully clean. It's an ecological reserve. So normally motorboats and that sort of thing not allowed on the water.
In the Russian quad is the son of Yuri Pimenov, Nikolai Pimenov,
Germany.
And
Great Britain.
21-year-old rower. I used to race his dad.
Poland.
And it's actually coached by Yuri's brother,
Norway.
who's also Nikolai Pimenov. So there's a lot of Pimenov in that Russian quad.
Did you win or did he win?
Toe-to-toe.
Bit of both. We're away now. This is the A final of the men's quad sculls. A few hopefuls here. The Netherlands seem to certainly to be the team to beat. We're on board there with the Russian Federation.
Yeah, and there you can see Pimenov just one back from the stroke man in the boat. Came through the under-23s and junior system, and this is his first real go at Belgrade Regatta and the Sava River course. So it's the Dutch leading at the moment, and
oh, what a great surprise to everybody.
Well, yeah, you know, the Germans led them out in the heat. So both these crews have raced each other. The German quad, I thought, looked fantastic. Their new coach, Markus Schwarzrock, and they'll probably go through 500 metres in the lead. They've got in their crew Hans Gruner, who was the Olympic champion in this event. Only one of that crew are still carrying on rowing, and Gruner, the Potsdam rower. Most of these guys row in the north or east of Germany. And they've got genuine pace, but the Dutch rode them down in the finish. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen here and where the British will fit into the picture.
Well, we're on board the closest crew there, that's Norway, with Olaf Tufte sat in the stroke seat. So far, it doesn't seem to be paying the dividends perhaps you'd expect. Through 500, it is Germany, ahead of Great Britain. The Netherlands running 3rd, Russia 4th, Poland 5th, and Norway at the moment in 6th, but at 1¼ seconds between all 6 crews at 500 metres.
Quick time, 1:23 through the first quarter. That's 2 seconds off world best time set by the Ukrainians in that lightning fast course in Amsterdam. Germans moving out a little bit. Bowder number 3, the British will come through in the second half of this race. They'll certainly look to hang on to the Germans. But the Netherlands have got this fantastic sprint finish. We're looking at the bowman, Abi Wiersma, there from the Dutch crew, the Neerhaus Oarsman, or Sculler. He was here winning in the men's 8 last year, beat the British, so he swapped one blade for 2. There's the German stroke man, Stefan Kruger from Rostock, the redhead. You can't see, he's got his red hair under the cap, but the Germans moving out. And they are a quality crew. I love that they've got that technique the Germans had when they were so successful. They didn't have it last year. He's changed around the crew. He's brought in a number of different oarsmen. Only one, Philip Searing, the two-man there on the right of your picture, is in that quad last year. It's a new crew, Sam, and they are trucking.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, just touching back on that Nearhouse 8 that we saw last year, that was a club crew that went toe-to-toe with proper national teams, and they took home the gold. So we're now seeing the progeny of that success this year. 1,000 metres through, it's Germany that still hang on to it over Great Britain. Poland up into third, in fact. So perhaps it's the commentator's curse to Netherlands.
No, Netherlands will come through. I mean, their coaches Ilko Meerhorst and Diederik Simon, the Dutch Olympic champion from Atlanta. He's so cool, Diederik Simon. He just said, you know, I said, how come your crew were so slow off? He said, oh, I told them, you know, just relax, don't bother, you know, you come through in the finish.
It's nice to be confident.
They will come through, the Dutch. You know, I would think in this fast-moving boat you want to be quicker to the front of the race, though. But, you know, the Dutch in that bow number 4, they will come through.
So a little bit of cloud covering us now. The wind's picked up just a little tiny bit. Not a lot moving it on, but, I mean, it is helping the times.
Great scull from the British. Great scull from the British through the 1,000 metres. They've really hung on to the Germans, and I think their bows will hit the front. So I would take Britain to win this race from this position, unless the Dutch have an absolutely mad charge. You want to be closer. Look across there from the British two-man, John Walton. He can see. Yeah, John, you are creeping up. You're coming up the boat, and you know, if you keep your cool, this could be your first medal. Interested in the boat, the three-man Graham Thomas from Agecroft was the substitute stroke man for this boat last year when Pete Lambert, the South African, actually had that back injury, and Graham Thomas is in this boat as of right. Germany still leading, and the Dutch, well, they're out of it.
Well, at 38 strokes a minute, Great Britain have been taking it out of Germany over the last 500, but Germany still hold first place. Norway, though, look, Norway from nowhere. They've been sat at the back of the pack, more or less, suddenly up into third.
The Norwegians came through the repechage after race yesterday. You know, the British and the Germans have just had one race. If the Germans can hold the British off, then that is an amazing last quarter from them, because I would say the British have got quality in the last quarter. We know that Olaf Tufte, he's famed for his final sprints, such an endurance, the Norwegian stroke man. But the race is at the front, and there's the Germans coached by Marcus Schwarzrock. There's the British coached by Paul Stannard, and they have got 2 metres. What's your money on there?
Oh, they're up to 41 strokes a minute. Look at it go.
They're edging. The British are going to take this, I think.
I don't know. I still think Germany have worked hard so far, and
technically,
41 strokes a minute.
Stefan Kruger, the ginger-haired lad from the Rostock club, is leading his crew. He's still got that vital margin. The British are coming. There's the charge.
I'm going to have Germany. I'm sorry, but look, 43 strokes a minute out of that German crew.
The British have got it. They're just in front. That's a fantastic charge.
Oh, they have. They're switching bows.
Yeah,
they're switching bows as they go to the line.
Norway going to take the bronze, but the Britain will take the gold. They've just done it. Yeah. The British take the German crew.
Britain ahead of Germany, and Norway stopping just short of the line. They really very close, came under fire from Poland there. They turned around to see what happened, and they were... There you go. That's the winner, the men's quad sculls. Great Britain, 5:38.86.
Tom Barras, we didn't mention, the man who took a surprise bronze medal in the men's singles at Bow in that British quad. German silver medalists. I think that Hans Gruner is patting Stefan Kruger, saying, well done, mate. You know, well done.
Yeah.
Philip Searing, guy from the quad last year. I mean, he's pleased with that. It's a good performance.
There's some nice congratulations between the two crews there.
Yeah, but look at Martin Helseth, the Norwegian sculler there. The 23-year-old is absolutely delighted. Olaf Tufte back in business there.
You look back at the start, it's perhaps not exactly what we'd expected at the start. It was close in the midfield. That's Great Britain sat in third at that point, with Norway not even in the shot. That's Germany, who held on in the midfield again.
And, you know, the Lithuanians aren't in this, and we don't know if they're going to have the world champions. We don't know if they're going to put a quad together. I guess they will, but, you know.
That's somewhere in the last 400 or 500 metres, and that race went all the way to the line, with Great Britain picking up maybe half the canvas. But there you see Norway were just starting to run out of steam as Poland came up fast behind them.
No expressions in the British boat at all. You know, It's almost kind of like they expected the win.
Well, they worked hard for it if they were expecting it. So we shall hop back over.